because it's not about being right about stock is hot today, moving up or not, and you want to battle on social media for it. Like, that's what you want to put your time and energy to. So I want you guys thinking about what's your game plan for your life, because your game plan for your life is going to dictate what should your next moves be with respect to the stock market. All right. So if you look at your life big picture, you say, I want to move. I want to drive a certain car. Or you can take the materialistic things and throw it aside. Let's just say you want some financial relief and you just like, I'm tired of working 2 jobs. Maybe your goal is just to quit job number 2. Okay. And maybe at job number 2, you work nights and weekends. Maybe you're getting 4 hours on the nighttime. You're working from like 8 o'clock to 12 or something like that. To do that 5 days a week, that's 20 hours, right? Where if it's 20 hours and you make $8 an hour on this part-time job, well, I guess I should be saying you make like $15, $14 or something now, because that's like the new minimum wage. We'll just go 15. So you work 20 hours, you make $15 an hour. That's what, $300, right? About a week times 4, that's 12. If you look at your big goal, your lifetime goal is to quit that second job. Now you start to look at the stock market and say, okay, how can I make $1,200 a month from the stock market? What most people do is they do it backwards. I heard about this stock. I heard about investing. I'm in. It's like, well, why you buy that stock? Well, why are you in? What's your strategy? You're like, I don't know. Even worse, some people make that $1,200 and you're like, sell. And they're like, I'm not selling, this going higher. And it's like, well, at what point when you sell, they're like, I don't know. I just think it can go higher. But it's like, had they looked at it like that, it's like, wait a minute. My goal was to make $1,200 a month so I can quit that job. I'm at $1,200 or $2,400. I can now not work for 2 months. Let me sell, take my profit, and let's look for the next investment that's going to make me $1,200. Now, if you look at your life goal and figure that out first, then you can back it in and say, okay, I need to make $1,200 a month. If I don't want to work a second job for it, then I need to find a way to have my money work hard for me instead of me working hard for it. Okay, so you say, okay, that's the stock market. Great. Now you can back into it and say, what strategy am I going to use to make the $1,200 in the stock market? Am I going to use day trading? Well, what are the pros and cons of day trading? I can make maybe $100 a day. So then that means 12 days out of a 30-day month. Well, the market's only open 5 days a week. So 12 days out of a 20 trading day month, I need to be making about $100 a day. Out of the 20 days that the market is open in a month, not including weekends, I need to be making $100 a day. So now you're like, okay, day trade, I need to make $100 a day. But then the problem might be, but I work from 9 to 5. Well, the market's open from 9 to 5. I don't have time to be in front of the market. Well, then you can immediately start to see that day trading might not be the answer for you. So then you start to say, should I do swing trading? Should I do short to long-term trading? Should I do options trading? You might say, well, I don't have a big account. So maybe you should look at options and figure out how you can control the stock versus owning the stock. And this is the tough work that nobody's doing. This is also the tough work that nobody's talking about. It's just like, to the moon, get involved with the stock market. When people call me and be like, Jay, I'm thinking about getting in the stock market, I always respond with not, oh, I got a course, I got a program, come join me, buy my stuff, right? The first question I ask, well, what's your goal? Almost 99% of the time, they're like, well, what do you mean? Or like, I don't have a goal, I just want to get involved. I'm like, well, why do you want to get involved? How much money do you want to make? You say, I want to make 10,000. Okay, then I follow up with the next question. Well, by when? Well, I don't know what's realistic. Forget about what's realistic, because based on how much you want to make and by when, we're going to craft a game plan for that. It's always something that's realistic. The question is, do you know what the game plan is to hit that realistic goal? So here's where it becomes unrealistic. You say, all right, I want to make $10,000. I say, by when? You say, by tomorrow. Now it becomes unrealistic. Why? It's realistic for me because I got the knowledge. I know how to log into the computer and do a naked put or do something like that and make $10,000 in 24 hours. But it's unrealistic to you because you haven't even opened a trading account yet. You haven't even gone through the training yet. So what happens is sometimes we come into the game like, I want to make 10,000. When? By tomorrow or next week. It's like, well, first we got to open an account. That's going to take 2 to 3 days to even get approved. Then you got to do an ACH transfer and get some money into the account, unless you want to do a wire. That's going to take another 2 or 3 days for the money to even get into the account. You won't even be trading until next week. So if you don't understand that, people come in with these unrealistic goals. Then you come in with finally the ACH transfer hit, you got your account open, and you're like, great, then I should make 10,000 by next week. It's like, well, you ain't even placed your first practice trade. You don't even know when to buy, when to sell. So most people don't even factor in the time it takes to learn. Like, you don't just wake up and be like, I want to be a doctor next year. You wake up and say, I want to be a doctor. Then you back it down and says, I got to go through undergraduate for 4 years. Then I got to go to med school for, I don't know, I'm just making this up. I never went to med school. I don't know if it's another 4 years. Then you like, I got to go get my PhD, depending on whatever road you're going into, nursing, doctor, whatever the case may be. And so in all other aspects of life, typically most people have a longer term game plan. They're like, okay, boom, got to go to undergrad, got to get into graduate school, may go back for my PhD, got to do a fellowship. So in most cases, most people come in like, yep, I'll be a doctor in about 12 years. 12 years. And they go in knowing that. Here's the other thing that's crazy. I don't know if it's crazy. That might not be the right word. But here's what I find exciting and interesting is that people who want to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, even a basketball player, at least back in the day, your goal was like go to school, try to get into college, go to the NBA, get drafted. So you at least had a game plan. Like, I'm going to go to college, put in 4 years there, see if I can get drafted. With the stock market, with AMC, GameStop, Robinhood giving no commission, all these new traders coming to the industry, bunch of new YouTubers, everybody think they smart. And I respect other YouTubers because I'm glad that there's a light being shined on the financial industry and a lot more people are talking about it. And for that, it's a win in itself that a lot more people are talking about, a lot more people are getting involved. But that's also one of the things that's creating this industry is we're one of the only industries where people are coming in and they don't respect the time frame. Nobody's coming in saying, I need to go to school. I need to learn the craft. I actually need to do a fellowship and study up under somebody and then go open my own dental or doctor practice. No one's doing that in the stock market. People put $100 down. They got lucky. Oh, I made $100. I'm starting a YouTube channel. I'm a trader now. I'm a coach. It's like, okay. So your best friend bought some Dogecoin. He hit big. And then it's like, Define hit big. He bought it at 25 cents. Now it's at 60 cents. People are like, I'm up 100%. I'm not knocking Dogecoin, but I'm knocking the mentality. They bought it at 25 cents. Is at 60 cents. I'm up over 100%. I know I'm a trader now. And so what do? They text their friend, get some Dogecoin. Your friend like, should I get some? Like, yeah, you missing out. I'm up 100%. Well, how much is that in dollars? I mean, come on. You bought it at 25 cents. Now it's at 50 cents. You killing the game? You killing the game now? You ready to retire, mama? Right? Come on now. Y'all playing. Get it together. Not y'all specifically, but people out here playing, right? And so then it's like, maybe I should take a course. Maybe I should learn this. People are like, you don't need to learn this. I'll tell you what to do. Buy some Dogecoin, get some AMC, get some GameStop. You good. To the moon. It's like, here's the sad part. Somebody like, all right, I just opened my account and I bought some to the moon, right? And so it reminded me of like network marketing, man. Like, no disrespect to the network marketers. I know there's legit network marketing companies, right? Mary Kay, Tupperware, all that stuff. But it really goes to show you, in my opinion, and that's why this is my channel, my Instagram. I can give my opinion, right? You don't like it, obviously go live, share your opinion. But in my opinion, this is why it's so easy for people to get scammed. I believe this is why Ponzi schemes start. I believe this is how people get taken for money, athletes, rappers. Can you just imagine for a moment? I want you guys to just imagine for a moment. I want you to imagine this just for a moment. I mean, just stick with me here. Can you imagine if I could just create something random and I can tell people, just trust me, it's going to the moon, and they would actually give me money? Like, just trust me, it's going to the moon. I'm going to create my own stock ticker symbol, call it JAB, coin, Jab coin. Trust me, Jab coin, it's a new coin for boxers, right? It's a new coin for boxers, right? Trust me, going to the moon. I got a call tomorrow with Evander Holyfield. He go sign on. I'm going to fly to Florida, meet with Mike Tyson, create the Tyson Jab coin, collector's edition. Now, I know there's real coins and stuff like that, all right? For somebody come here and be like, you don't understand, right? It's the future. Like, I get it. There's a place for it. But I'm just talking about if that's all it takes for you to hand over your money, it's like your boy like, hey, it's the future. You're like, it's the future? Yeah, it's the future. You're like, my man said it's the future. I'm in. What else you got for me to invest in? This one right here, going to the moon. To the moon? Not the sun, not the stars, but the moon. With my gorillas, with my apes and snakes. I don't even know what all these animals are about. It used to just be a bull and a bear, right? The bull. Does anybody know why there's a bull and a bear? Right? Because the bull, when he fight, he stick you with his horns and throw you up in the air. That's why they say bullish. A bear swipes with his claws and swipes down and knocks you down to the ground. Where the hell the gorilla and the apes and the snakes and the ducks and all these other animals come from? Like, I don't even know. Like, do the snake just sliver around and sneak up on you and bite you? Is that what it is? So it's like, we gonna sneak up on the hedge funds and bite them in the ass and stick it to them? Like, I don't know. I don't know. All these other animals are kind of crazy, but I'm gonna stick with the bulls and the bears. I'm gonna stick with real stocks that I can do real research on, fundamentals, and find out why they going up, why they going down, and when they overvalue, undervalue. I'm gonna stick with reading stock charts and determining the best time to buy and sell, and I'm gonna stick with trading options. Why I'm gonna stick with it? Hey, I don't got to pick the camera up and swirl it around in a circle to let you know. It's got me this far. It's got me this far. One trade last year, $400,000 profit. I think I'm gonna stick to what I'm doing. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna stick to what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna stick to helping people who want to be helped. Don't confuse us with the ones who don't want to be helped. I'm gonna stick to trying to be humble myself, but sometimes it's like Jay-Z say, like, you know, sometimes if I'm flash, they go act like I ain't on their ass, right? So sometimes we go show a little bit of money, show a little bit of fun to remind people that we still out here, but I'm gonna still try to stay humble, right? Because everybody know we don't own none of this stuff. The good Lord can take us anytime, but the big picture is we're gonna help those who want to be helped. We'll work with those who humble enough to recognize that there's more to the game than just browsing some random forums and making a decision based off that or based off whether they random friends that said to the moon who never invested before last year. And we just go keep making waves in the industry. And I think I'm gonna end with one of my favorite quotes by Jay-Z. He said, "You got flash now, but time will reveal money." Right? Most people got flash now, but time will reveal money. Like, let's just, most people knowledge of the stock market, they got flash now, but time will reveal. Let's see what happens next year. Let's see who's going to be around in 5 years, 10 years. And what's cool about that is we can smile now because we all eating. We all, you know, people got stimulus money, PPE. A couple people got lucky. You know, so everybody know everything right now. It's all funny. Everybody a expert, a coach, a guru. But yeah, as my boy Jay-Z said, you got flash now, but time will reveal money. Let's see who win this for the long run. Let's see who become the next Buffetts of the game, right? Let's see how many of us are still around 5, 10 years from now talking about their investments, their trades, how much money they made. So as we wrap up, make sure you got a game plan, ladies and gentlemen. If you took nothing else from this, make sure you got a game plan.